Hey guys, I am doing a session with McCann.
Hey.
Okay. Alright, we're doing UU, and we made a team. McCann tested it for me, and he says that it did pretty well, so I'm glad about that. I'm hoping it'll show in this session.
We shall.
Yeah. I'll introduce the first three, and then McCann will introduce the last three, and then we can get into our battles. So we start off with BXL, the Snorlax. I had to make a Snorlax one day and call it BXL, so here it is. It's a salt fest and it has thick fat, so it will take fire and ice hits really well. It has return, crunch, earthquake, and heavy slam. Everything except return is obviously for coverage. Heavy slam mostly for the fairies.
It's really good against Florges. It almost like one-hit KOs it.
Yeah, I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Because we also have attack investment and we have an adamant nature, so that's gonna hurt a lot. And we also have special defense, and I think this spread will be the best on this set. Then we have Polymath, the Mew. It's Specs Mew with special attack and speed investment. It has Dark Pulse, Psy Shock, Ice Beam, and Volt Switch. We did Psy Shock instead of Psy Kick because sometimes we were walled by certain things, and Psy Shock was the only thing to lock ourselves in to prevent that from happening. Also, I don't think many people expect a true Specs Mew with Psy Shock. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, they're more defensive in some sort or another.
Yeah, and then Dark Pulse for coverage, Ice Beam, and Volt Switch is Volt Beam basically. Volt Switch is kind of nice because you can predict the switch and then switch on them. And then we have Knuckles, the Chestnut with extra belt. Bulletproof because we can take aura spheres and stuff like that without getting damaged at all. It has dual stab in Wood Hammer and Hammer Arm, and it has Stone Edge for coverage, like flying types mostly, and Home Claws to set up, because we wanted to have something that sets up. I think we have more things that set up, but this was pretty nice as well, because it also makes sure that Hammer Arm always hits and Stone Edge as well. And it is a little bit into HP, everything into attack out of nature, and a little bit into speed. The reason we did this is for Umbreon, and also for something else that we needed to outspeed, but I don't remember quite what that was.
I can't remember what it was either.
Okay, go ahead.
And then next we have Gardevoir, which we named Mega Gardevoir, though it's not. It's a fully specialty defensive with HP and a little bit of special attack. This is mostly meant to help Snorlax out. It has Protect and Wish to passive Snorlax. It is Reflect because Snorlax's physical defense is not as good as his special defense. So that helps. We also have Physically Defensive Empoleon, or Kaiser. This thing right here is just a monster, I think. I love this thing. I like Empoleon a lot. Yeah, Scald, Protect, Toxic, Defog. Works pretty well. Yeah, we don't have rocks in this team, so Defog was not a bad option.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Mega Houndoom, which so far when I tested this team was the MVP because Sucker Punch just does work. I didn't set up as much as I would like just because I was scared of things hitting me because Houndoom's kind of frail.
Mm-hmm.
But we have max speed, max special attack, and then 4 in attack just for that Sucker Punch, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
And then we have Dual Stab and Dark Pulse and Flamethrower and Nasty Plot. Yeah, works pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that was the team. Let's get our battles. Okay, I got a battle.
Alright, let's go. This man has a Sigilyph. Jesus.
This man has an all-shiny team. I don't know what that says about him, but let's...
The Dugon's kind of cool.
I would say depending on which set, because I've seen certain sets of Dugongs that are really annoying to deal with. Like Fake Out, Toxic, something, shit like that.
Leads.
I could just... okay, hold on, what is he gonna lead with? He could lead with his... what's it called? Wigglytuff, or the Sigilyph, just to straight up start setting up and stuff like that, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think Mew might be your best start.
For those two, definitely. I'm gonna go with Mew. And even if he goes with something like this, for instance...
You can always Psy Shock this, or you can break the switch and just go for a Volt Switch. But, like I said, usually Mews are defensive, so I think catch him off guard going for a Psy Shock. It'll probably kill.
Yeah. Fake Out. Okay, I'm not locked yet, so I could switch up my moves, but I'm not sure if I should do that. I could just keep going for Psy Shocks right now.
I don't think it's not. I think it's a little too early to predict. And I think, like I said, I think it'll kill. I don't know why he would. Okay, he does switch. How much is this gonna do?
Solid amount.
Defensive Blastoise, and it's here I'm gonna switch. That is Mega.
Yeah, definitely. I will go into
Gardevoir takes this on kind of well because it's got great special defense, or
Oh, yeah.
even Chestnut because of the bulletproof.
But you just said it's specially defensive, so going into something like Snorlax could work as well, also, right?
It could, but he'll have Aura Sphere probably. At least I would have Aura Sphere.
So aside of Gardevoir, what else could I go into?
Chestnut because of bulletproof.
But he's not gonna go for Aura Sphere right now, is the thing. So I could just go into Gardevoir, I think.
Yes.
And just try to do it KO from that range.
Probably gonna have what, like
Dark Pulse. Maybe I should have
does-
gone into Chestnut. If that's a thing move. In any case, let me think. What I can just spam Moonblast right now. I don't really feel like
yeah, no.
predicting too much.
You can probably go to Chestnut. We have enough HP investment, and it's got good bulk as it is. Special defense isn't fantastic, but it's still decent.
Oh, so you're
and-
predicting him to stay in and go for an attack?
Yeah, he's probably gonna go for another Dark Pulse. I would
Okay.
think. I don't know.
Alright, no problem. Let me go into Chestnut, let's see what he does. Water Pulse, okay. Don't get confused. Yes.
Okay, and then you can either go for a Wood Hammer or you can set up. I'm not sure what he's gonna think.
Nah,
he's gonna do.
I'll go for Wood Hammer because it's, in my opinion, it's too early to set up. He still has some things for it. And I just, boom, took out a Mega Blastoise.
So that's nice.
Um,
Hammer on for Dugong.
okay, he comes in with this. So he could just go for the Fairy attack. I mean, that will be the expectable.
I think Snorlax would be a good switch because we have Heavy Slam on that.
Yeah, true. We can take any hit he wants to go for, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, that certainly doesn't do too much.
Easily.
Heavy Slam's gonna hurt a lot of things,
Yeah.
so I'll go for it. Charge Beam, okay. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh.
That, yep, there we
It
go.
just died. It just died.
It's over. Okay, well,
I think Mew might be able to take this thing on.
well, there's one issue. Do these things get knockoff?
Probably. Let me check. Learn. Hitmonchan. Knockoff. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Dang it. It cannot learn knockoff. No,
Oh, perfect, okay. I don't think it'll have anything from you then.
I don't think it will either.
Let's see, fake out. Yeah, it's okay.
We can predict the switch and go for a Volt Switch.
I think I'll do that, yeah. I think, because he preserved it last time, so he might want to do that again.
Yeah, because he probably wants to fake out. Might
Basically.
go into... What would he go into, though? Nothing else really wants to take a Psyshock, really.
Oh, I definitely see something that takes... Not that, though. I get a lot
I mean,
of damage. on that.
Sigilyph? Sigilyph probably take it. What am I kidding? Yeah, I could take that.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of as well. I don't exactly understand why he went to the Dugong, though. I mean,
probably
it is...
predicting that again. Let's see. Empoleon can probably take this on pretty well. And you can just go for a Toxic on it.
He
Okay.
forfeits. Damn it.
Do you want to find another one?
Yeah, I'll find another one.
Alright.
Look for battle. Okay, I got another one.
Alright.
Chill, HF.
Oh god, he has the Darmanitan. And the PZ. Oh god.
Okay. This is a very
Easy
threatening team.
Problem.
Yeah. So he could
Probably
lead
lead
with
up
the...
with- Darmanitan or Mew, one of the two.
Okay. Not with, Quagsire? For the rocks?
Quagsire get rocks? I don't think it does.
Oh, it
Mew
doesn't?
gets rocks.
Learn Quagsire, Stealth. Rocks. Stealth rocks. Stealth rock, it has to be, sorry. Quagsire can't, okay, alright. In that case, if it's gonna be Mew or Darmanitan, you could go into Empoleon.
We could.
Or Houndoom. But I'm fearing if he goes to Mew and we go into Houndoom, he'll have some kind of weird coverage move for it. And I don't know about you, but Houndoom can't do much to Darmanitan, I think.
It can only really Sucker Punch, and Darmanitan can just U-turn and do a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, so maybe Empoleon is our best
Yeah.
bet.
I agree with that play. No,
Flygon.
Flygon.
Okay.
These things are usually physical. They'll have... He's probably gonna go for the Earthquake right here.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Going into Chestnut would be a good idea. Or
Yes.
Mew, if we're oh no, wait, Mew synchronized, never mind. Yeah, Chestnut. For a second I thought Mew had Levitate, but that's not how it is. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it should, but it doesn't. You can... What's he gonna go into here? Mew? He's probably going to Mew.
He can go into Mew, or Florges, or Darmanitan.
Darmanitan's
Probably Mew
probably.
then.
What should we switch into though? Let's take on Mew.
The only thing I can switch in for Mew is Houndoom, in my opinion. Or our
Yeah.
own Mew. But the
Do we
issue
feel
with...
safe bringing in Houndoom with like just...
Yeah, but it's also risky, because if he decides to stay in and go for like Outrage or some weird shit...
Yeah, if he goes for another Earthquake, just...
And it is too early in the battle to be making those judgments, so I'll just go for a safe Woodhammer, I think.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Okay, he brings her
Brings in the
Florges.
Florges?
What? Okay,
How
I
did
get
you
it.
do that?
I get a nice
Florges
crit,
is-
but I don't think that was the good play in his case
I
at
don't
all.
think that was... I mean, it may have mattered, but I don't think so. Florges is especially defensive, not physically.
It is special defensive, but that also, I think it mattered, but not in the long run, because we could just kill it after that. Do you get
Yeah,
my
it only
reasoning?
has 68 physical defense. What are you doing?
I'm not sure. I
Okay.
mean, maybe that was his... I mean, he has things for it. He has... Okay, what?
Oh Jesus. Snorlax, go. Trust me. This
yeah,
thing
okay.
is.
No, I understand.
absolute-
I understand. I should not stay in on that. Try it. Please don't... Yes.
Okay, he's not Specs. Thank the Lord, because
Well,
what is
for-
it? Modest Specs PZ is legitimately one of my biggest threats. One of my biggest fears to see. You might just go for a return here.
let me see. Yeah, return should do good chunks to Size Shock. Okay, that's interesting.
That's not bad.
Oh wow, almost. Wait a second. If he goes for another Size Shock, he kills himself.
You can go into Gardevoir right here. It'll be able to take the Side Shock because it's resisted. and it'll be able
but
to take
we
its price.
don't have anything in defense. I'm considering going to Empoleon actually,
Okay.
because we have a little bit more bulk in that. He goes for Size Shock. Yeah, there we go.
And it dies. Oh, I forgot it was Life Orb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, derp. What is
He can easily go into his Flygon again, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking so too. He might go into Darmanitan and try to Flare Blitz. If he does, we'll be switching to Houndoom. Because we have Flash Fire. Mew.
Okay, so that means he has some kind of coverage move for us.
This Mew probably gets Heal Bell, doesn't it?
Heal
But it
Bell?
probably has Aromatherapy on Florges, so you can probably Toxic this.
Okay, but it does
It's
synchronize. Oh, no,
synchronized.
it doesn't work
wouldn't
on
work.
steel types. Okay, but I'm not sure how safe I am in staying in.
Well, if you want to just be sure, you can always switch into Snorlax.
Actually,
right here.
I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna see what he wants to
Okay.
do. If you don't mind. Yeah, Drain Punch. Okay, I think we can definitely take a Drain Punch because we are defensive
I think
vested.
you can too. I
it's
think it might be a
non-stab as well.
Solvest Mew.
That could be the case. I'm not sure. I don't know how
That'd be
common it
kinda
is.
cool.
It will be cool, yeah. Let's see how much does it do. Yeah, we can take those. We have a toxic on this, so I can't keep doing that.
Mew. If you
Um,
stay in.
wait a second. We didn't see an item, so it's either Assault Vest or it's Choice Bandit or some weird shit. But that doesn't seem like Choice Bandit damage to me.
It doesn't.
So I could just go into Mew and then
And
Dark
then you-
Pulse.
Dark Pulse. But
Although,
if it's Assault Vest,
yeah, good point. Yeah, maybe I should just, because he gets health back if I stay in. So I think going into Mew is definitely still the better option.
oh,
He
do that
switches
anyway.
to Quagsire.
Um,
Let me see.
I don't think you want to switch into Chestnut straight because of Scald and he can get a burn.
You mean I shouldn't go to Chestnut then?
I think you should, but I think just try to get into a safe switch into it because I feel like he's gonna go for a Scald, and if he gets a burn, then
Okay. I could just go into Empoleon to absorb the hit and then try to Toxic this as well.
yeah,
The only issue with that is I'd have to switch after that again. But I'm thinking that's the safer play, because if he decides to stay in, he might not want to go for Scalds at that point,
yeah.
which is the perfect moment to switch. So let's see what he does. I should probably start playing a little bit faster these games because we're in 11 minutes. And
Holy crap.
yeah, I mean it is including the previous battle, but still.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, he just
okay.
earthquake right
He
away?
straight up goes for it.
Oh, I thought he'd go for Scold.
Me too.
He'll probably go for Earthquake again, so you can switch into Chestnut right now.
Yeah, thinking that as well.
Oh, he wouldn't. Why
If
don't
he
you go for
goes for-
Scold up here?
Nah. I'm glad he
And
didn't.
Just,
Safe Woodhammer is safe.
yeah.
Okay, he goes to Flygon. This
This
should still do a lot.
gonna take...
Fucking second crit! Holy balls! That is just messed up. Okay, yeah. Let me say sorry. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing a little bit.
Yeah, but it's still, just imagine. It does also mean that it was a 2-hit KO, although he would still outspeed and kill us, so it definitely matters.
Oh well, we can't change it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Shit happens, it's cool.
Aw, thanks for being a cool guy.
Yeah, I like that attitude. I appreciate that a lot.
I have bad feelings in nope.
Mew. I could just sack this at this point. I don't think it'll be that useful, except for the Quagsire. But do we have things for the Quagsire? We have...
Quagsires are usually physically defensive, so, I mean, Gardevoir would probably take it on pretty well.
Mm-hmm. And even if it isn't physically defensive, we have a Specs Mew with Psyshock, so... just,
yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I'll just go for a Woodhammer. Poison Jab. Okay, so it has Drain Punch and Poison Jab.
Okay, so don't go into Gardevoir. Go into your own Mew again. And...
Dark Pulse?
yeah.
Yeah, that works. I was thinking going into Houndoom actually. Oh no, wait, he might be Assault Vest, so he could switch up his move.
And he has Drain Punch, and that'll hurt a lot.
Yeah, I'll go for a Dark Pulse. He stays in. Oh, he is Assault Vest now.
Assault
yeah.
Vest.
And he goes for Fire Punch.
Alright, kill this turn.
Yeah.
Sweet. There's a...
If he wants to switch, then I'm fine with that, because damage is damage.
Mm-hmm. He probably brings in the Darmanitan here to go for a U-turn. No?
No!
He's not bringing his Darmanitan at all.
Maybe he's trying to keep it at the last moment when everything is, damaged, and then he can try to clean up with it.
But as long as we keep Houndoom around, he can't Flare Blitz.
Well, that's assuming it's choiced.
Most of them are. I mean, if it's not choice, more power to you, but most of them are choiced.
Okay.
I say just go for a Dark Pulse right here. I think he'll do a lot.
Alright.
I mean, we're Spec Speed. This is yeah.
Wow. Oh, we get the... God damn.
These hacks.
Oh man, that's not even... I'm not asking for this, but I'm
no
getting
one
it
is.
anyway. Okay, EQ.
It didn't even matter.
Okay, alright. I'm glad it didn't matter.
Me too.
So let's see. So now we get to find out what his Darmanitan is.
If he goes for a U-turn right here, we'll just go into...
We're faster?
Oh, sweet. Go into...
Wait, are we supposed to be faster?
Go into Houndoom, don't Mega Evolve, and just go for a Sucker Punch.
Okay. Sucker Punch.
Flash Fire is the thing.
So if it's locked, then we win. And okay, yeah.
We win.
Alright, GG. There we go. Yeah. Let's go to the next part.
Okay.